BBS. BBS. Blackberg Sugar, Bachelor's in Boxing Studies. Television! Fred Sanford of the Fistic Arts. When all is said and done, there's nothing left to say or do.
REED-BBS. BBS. By now, you heard the sad news about Sam Goodman. He's fucking up Christmas Eve. He's postponing his fight with my dude, my bruh, my Tomodachi, NAOYA INOUE, originally scheduled for December 24th. The proverbial can has been kicked down the road, 1 calendar month to be exact, January 24th. Now, as much as I would love for Inoue to simply move on from Sam Goodman, the fact that Goodman's the WBO and IBF mandatory, or as Eddie Hearn would say, mandatory, the fact that Goodman's the WBO and IBF mandatory makes that problematic and bad for undisputed championship for belt business. I get it. Sam Goodman's cut. Last day of sparring before heading to Japan. This motherfucker stays hurt, man. I'm getting sick of it, too. He stays hurt. If I'm not mistaken, the Inoue TJ Doheny fight only happened because Goodman suffered a hand injury in his prior fight. And Inoue, instead of just sitting on the shelf, he wanted to stay busy. So he snuck in TJ Doheny. Terrence John. His mama named him Terrence John. I'm going to call him Terrence John. So two things can be true simultaneously. Yes, Sam Goodman has earned his shot, earned his opportunity. But goddamn, bruh, this is 2 fights now that you've delayed. 2. You're stagnating the progress of who I believe to be the best fighter in the world, pound for pound. My dude, my bruh, my Tomodachi, NAOYA INOUE. And along with that cut, is that cut really going to be healed in just 1 fucking month? Like, look at this cut. That shit there going to be healed in 4 weeks, huh? Okay. All right, you're going to fight this killer with that damaged eye in just a month. Okay, got you. But I digress. I'm going to digress on that. The sparring footage. On one hand, I completely understand releasing the video of how and when Goodman was cut to substantiate it. I get it, because boxing fans, we are cynical as fuck. Cynical as it gets. And even a picture with a cut over Goodman's left eye that I just showed y'all, that wouldn't suffice on its own. Nah, we need video. These days, we need video evidence. On the other hand, though, releasing footage of you getting pieced the fuck up and cut with uppercuts, I don't know who my man was that Goodman was sparring, but Goodman was clearly getting the worst of it. My man was drilling him with uppercuts, lefts and rights. I watched it. You watched it. You think Naoya Inoue has watched it? You think Inoue has watched that footage too? Think he's like, this motherfucker is getting pieced the fuck up with these uppercuts from my man. And not that Inoue needs inside information or leaked footage to beat Sam Goodman, because he doesn't. But this certainly can't instill confidence in any Sam Goodman supporters out there at all. Real quick, want to shout out Toshiki Shimomachi, who has been the standby opponent for the last 2 Inoue fights. And he was rumored to be the last-minute replacement to keep the December 24th date going on. That has been tabled. So Shimomachi will again be on an Inoue undercard. But shout out to Toshiki Shimomachi, who's willing to stand in and take that ass whooping from Inoue just to preserve the show. That's what's up. David PICASSO. His name came into the mix as a spring 2025 opponent because he's Mexican. They want to draw Mexican fans to the fight. I get it. Well, PICASSO kept his name in the mix, registering a KO on the Jaime Munguia Bruno Saras undercard, where Munguia was upset and KO. So PICASSO is still over there. MJ Akhmadaliev. I was hoping MJ would get an easy KO win in this fight this past weekend, which he did. But I was then hoping MJ could fill the void the December 24th void left by Sam Goodman. In hindsight, that was too good to be true. That was a pipe dream of mine. And you can't expect every fighter to take risky, potentially foolish-ass chances with their career the way Tim Tszyu did with Sebastian Fundora chiefly and then Murtazaliev. You can't expect every fighter to do that. So I get why MJ wasn't snuck in on the 24th, even though he could have been. Just saying. Junto Nakatani. The plan all along, per my understanding, is for Junto Nakatani to co-headline Inoue's next trip to the States, spring 2025. That's been my assumption all along. So, assuming that's still the case, and knowing David Picasso is still in the mix and viewed as a way of luring Mexican fans to the fight, I say, why not match Picasso and Nakatani? How about that? Right? You know what I'm saying? See where I'm going with this? And I say match Picasso with Nakatani because the spring 2025 headliner should rightfully be MJ Akhmadaliev and NAOYA INOUE. I'm not even an MJ fan like that, but I'm getting sick of his name being around. And him, you can call it clout chasing, but until someone deals with him, he can clout chase. The back and forth with Eddie Hearn, and now the WBA saying Inoue has 10 days to negotiate a fight with MJ after he beats Goodman January 24th. I'm getting sick of all of it. Said it before, I'll say it again. This is going down a Canelo Alvarez, David Benavidez ass road, and I don't like it. Just fight him, bruh. Just fight him. It's becoming a bit of a shit stain on the otherwise unsullied resume of my dude, my bruh, my Tomodachi, NAOYA INOUE. Now, I'll say this. If anything else happens to Sam Goodman from now till January 24th, fuck Sam Goodman forever. Not forever, 5 ever. Fuck Sam Goodman 5 ever if anything happens to him from now till January 24th. But then, let's clean up this MJ mess, man, please. I get it. Y'all want a Mexican fighter in a prominent position for the spring 2025 card. It makes all the sense in the world. I get it. Match Picasso with Nakatani. And then feature Inoue versus MJ. That makes too much sense to not follow through. And that all lays the groundwork for the biggest fight in Japanese boxing history. The best fight to be made in all of boxing currently. NAOYA INOUE versus Junto Nakatani. Got it? Good. REED-BBS, BBS. Blackbird Sugar, Bachelor's in Boxing Studies. Televisión! Fred Sanford of the Fistic Arts. When all is said and done, there's nothing left to say or do.